shops themselves are really, really dramatic places on any given day because you've got this whole collision, a crossroads of people. You don't know why they're there. They could just be there for a coffee. They could be there on a date. They could be there to break up with somebody. There's all these stories that are embedded in the fabric of a coffee shop. Eavesdrop, the coffee shop show, is a play that Swallow Bicycle Theatre has created that is a little unusual because it's actually performed in coffee shops, not in a normal theatre. We didn't want to disrupt what's already going so well in coffee shops, which is providing a place for people to gather. And so we were trying to figure out how do you do a play without bothering the people that are just there for a latte, you know? So we came up with the idea to do an audio play where the audience gets these wireless headphones that let them hear the story and sort of figure out who the actors are without the other people in the coffee shop being too disturbed by what's happening.
I saw you writing. Are you a writer?
Well, I'm writing.
Why here? Does the coffee house buzz help you focus?
If you don't have a headset, you'll see some funny things happening, but you won't be able to follow along. So if you have the headset, you essentially get to eavesdrop into conversations that are happening in the coffee shop. Caught up in self-congratulation, Gladwell doesn't notice Myra reach for the gleaming knife.
It's a pretty wild experience for people that come into the coffee shop who don't necessarily know that there's a play happening because, it might be their local coffee shop and they walk in and there's suddenly these silent people wearing silver headphones all staring at a single point. I imagine it must feel sort of like Children of the Corn or something.
Francis and I were talking about putting together games night, right, buddy? Yeah.
Sounds fun.
You should totally go.
There's definitely a bit of a taboo around eavesdropping. We're taught as kids not to listen in on conversations around us. And yeah, we're kind of dealing with that taboo in this play a little bit. When you're in a coffee shop, especially if it's busy, you're crammed in with people that you don't know and you might not be able to help it. You might just be accidentally engaged in this conversation, whether you like it or not. And what we're trying to do with this play is give you a little bit of permission to you can listen in this time.
Don't you have anything better to do than pester a stranger?
Can't imagine anything better than asking questions to strangers.
For us, anyway, the appeal of that is art doesn't need to take place in a beautiful concert hall. It can, and that's great. But those spaces can be somewhat intimidating. You're not sure, if you have to dress up, you're not sure necessarily what the process is to get in through that lobby into the seats. But everyone knows how to walk into their local coffee shop.
I think observing art in unexpected locations reminds people that art is everywhere and that life can be creative and exciting without having to go into formal art spaces.
Maybe people coming to our show, the next time they come to a coffee shop will remember what they saw and think, hey, what are the stories that are taking place in this coffee shop right now silently without me even knowing?